Final Fantasy XIV is a great MMO. It has crafting, leveling system, looting, monster killing, many classes and so on. But what does FF14 has to do with the Mana series? Maybe nothing. Maybe everything. Hello everybody, I'm the Kite and welcome to a new Mana series video. This time I will show you how an MMORPG could eventually work for the Mana series. And the reason why I showed FF14 is easy to explain. The Mana series is originally a sub-series from the Final Fantasy series. The first Mana game or Seiken Densetsu game was called Final Fantasy Adventures in America and Mystic Quest in Europe. You could see some similarities to Final Fantasy. Now for Trials of Mana. There are 8 Mana Stones in the world, which contains the Benevodonas in it. In FF14 there are Aetherite crystals, not directly Mana Stones, but somehow it seems they have a similar role. Let's see how a Mana series MMO could work. FF14 is a pretty good example how it could work, but there are other things which would be changed in the Mana series MMO. For example, the classes. The base classes are the same like in Trials of Mana. So you have 6 base classes from which you can choose. Not like in FF14, you won't have any crystals to change your class or using weapons. No, there are no guilds in the Mana series MMO. You can change your class at one of the 8 Mana Stones. Well, there are technically guilds. Only guilds from your starter class, but the other classes are only accessible with the Mana Stones. Your start begins at your starter class guild, but after some tutorial quests, you're going to the next big city, where you can find other players. You can of course find other players at your starting point, but only your own class. For example, when you start as a thief, you can only find thief players at your guild. But what about looks? You can customize your character when you are creating him. But only the face, the hairstyle, plus hair color, the skin color, the height of your character and the color of your clothes. And of course, male or female. But you cannot change the clothes. Why? It should be clear what your class is. So what does it mean? If you find other armor or gloves or some other equipment, it will not shown on your character. But weapons are getting changed when you find others. There is a way to change your clothes, but only with costumes which are accessible during events like Halloween or wedding themes. These costumes are not for buying in an in-game real money shop. You can play this event and unlock the costumes under grinding and farming conditions. So what about the model of the game? First, you need the base game, which will be out for PS4 and PC, and it's called Warriors of Mana, or in Japanese Seiken Densetsu Online. The game will cost around 40 euros or $40. But you also need game time to play this game. Like in Final Fantasy XIV, you will need game time. Fortunately, you don't need PlayStation Plus for playing this game. The game time will cost around 11 euros / $11. There will be 3 servers for the game: a Japanese, an American, and an European server. In the base game you will get a 30 days test play time where you can find yourself into the game and see if this game fits for you or is something for you. After 2 years, the first expansion will come out, which will come with 2 new base classes and new locations to visit, and the maximum level will be higher. But what about the content? There will be dungeons and raids in the game, but you don't need to do them for story progress, and you also can do this alone. You don't need a full group to do it. Depending on how many players you take with you, the enemies are stronger or weaker. You have huge maps which you can explore. There will be chests on the field, and find many different monsters all around from the Mana series. So take your friends with you, explore the world of Mana and save the world together. What do you say about this idea? I know this will be hard and will probably never happen because Square Enix is already having an MMO in the West and even 2 MMOs in Japan. And the Mana series is not having a huge fan base like the Final Fantasy series. Still, I want to dream and it would be something cool to try out. But I don't think that this game could compete against the huge MMOs like FF14, World of Warcraft and Elder Scrolls Online. I think it would be cool, but well, that was my idea. And that was everything from me. I'm the Kaito. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye bye and see you soon.